Hello, pharmaceutical professionals, especially those working in medical affairs. Are you still wondering why you need to learn about technology in healthcare, even if some of these technology applications may not be available to you right now? Let me tell you why and why it is crucial. This is a relatively short tutorial. The first part, we will share the landscape and status of healthcare technology as it is now and as we talk in 2024. The second part, I will focus on why it is very crucial for medical affairs colleagues to learn about healthcare technology today, even if some of these applications are not right now available to you. And also, I will tell you what to do. Finally, we will conclude with very good news, so stay tuned. The rapid advancements in technology are significantly changing the healthcare system. The technology has already changed the healthcare's access in a positive way, making it more democratic. It has also improved diagnostic accuracy and changed the treatment paradigms. Key technologies like artificial intelligence, telemedicine, machine learning, and data analytics are reshaping also the delivery of healthcare, the research, and the healthcare administration. Technological adoption varies globally. So developed nations they lead the integration, while developing countries face resource and expertise limitations. Ethical and regulatory challenges such as data privacy and equitable access are emerging alongside technological advancements. So we can say that with the advancement of technology, more opportunities rise and also more challenges. The focus now is shifting towards creating an ethical, sustainable, universally accessible healthcare ecosystem. However, the gap between technological possibilities and the practical limitations offers even more opportunities for collaboration, research, and sharing learnings. The ultimate goal is to make quality healthcare a universal right, not limited by geographical boundaries. With all these updates and changes, there is one very important question facing the pharmaceutical industry: how the pharmaceutical industry can utilize artificial intelligence, machine learning, and other platforms to increase productivity. So let's explore how can we use artificial intelligence and machine learning in pharmaceutical industry. And then we will discuss the same when it comes to medical affairs. In the field of drug discovery and development, artificial intelligence can accelerate the research itself. For example, artificial intelligence algorithms can navigate through vast amounts of scientific literature, patents, clinical data to identify potential drug candidates much faster than traditional methods. Also, in the same field, predictive analytics can predict how different drugs will interact with targets, helping to prioritize which compounds are most likely to be effective. For example, artificial intelligence algorithms can analyze the structure of a new virus and suggest existing drugs that might be effective against it. That's how artificial intelligence can accelerate the development of treatments. On the other side, the potential impact of artificial intelligence on clinical trials is very promising. For example, patient recruitment. Artificial intelligence can analyze electronic health records to identify suitable candidates for clinical trials, speeding up the recruitment process, which is very, very important for the success of clinical research centers. Also, artificial intelligence can support the monitoring process and data analysis. The tools that artificial intelligence brings can monitor the trial participants in real time, quickly identify any adverse effects or trends that need attention from the investigator of the trial. And beyond that, artificial intelligence can be used to predict even which patients are most likely to drop out of a clinical trial, allowing for proactive measures to improve retention. And when it comes to manufacturing, the promise is even bigger. Artificial intelligence can help to improve quality control. Artificial intelligence powered image recognition can identify defects in drug manufacturing with high accuracy, ensuring product quality. It can also help in supply chain optimization because the artificial intelligence algorithm can predict supply chain disruptions and suggest alternative strategies, and so reducing downtime and costs. For example, in vaccine production, artificial intelligence can optimize the formulation process, ensuring that the maximum number of effective doses are produced in the shortest amount of time. Now we will shift gear and talk about, again, healthcare technology, but this time from the perspective of how medical affairs can utilize the technology currently available and also plan for the future perspective. So let's be very clear. The different applications and the different uses are numerous. And the imagination of what artificial intelligence and machine learning can do has no limit. So, how can we organize ourselves and learn only what we need to learn? What about the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning in medical affairs? Here we can talk for hours and hours. One, real world evidence and post market surveillance. Two, adverse event detection. Actually, artificial intelligence can do all the job when it comes to safety reporting. It can analyze patient records, social media, and other data sources to identify potential adverse events and do the process accordingly. Effectiveness monitoring, not only safety but also the efficacy. Artificial intelligence can continuously analyze real world data to assess the long term effectiveness and safety of a medication. So, the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning in medical affairs is very, very promising and requires from us as medical affairs professionals in the pharmaceutical industry to be ready. Maybe we cannot implement or we don't need to implement this now. However, it is very important to understand what's happening around us in order to be ready and also in order to enrich the discussions with cross functional teams and leadership and bring up ideas that can match the future trends. But as we mentioned, with all these opportunities, we still have key challenges facing the industry in coping with the technology or evolution. On top of these challenges is the data privacy and security. This is the most important challenge that is facing the industry. How we will utilize all the applications of artificial intelligence and machine learning while maintaining data privacy and security. Other challenges include ethical considerations, regulatory environments, the skill gap and the qualifications or infrastructure needed as well, the cost constraints, and finally, the patient trust and acceptance. The next episodes, we will discuss the future status and landscape of technology in healthcare And this will be very critical for us when we talk about strategic thinking and planning. Now we come to another interesting part. Why we have, as pharmaceutical professionals, especially those working in medical affairs, to learn the details about technology in healthcare and today, even if we are not using them right now. The first reason is to stay relevant. So imagine that you are in a business meeting discussing with different stakeholders, internal stakeholders. Don't assume that no one knows about technology because people are at different levels. So they know about technology. And if you are there in this discussion and you don't know, you will stay silent or you will not have relevant speech. So it is very important when you discuss strategies, when you discuss business acumen, points to understand what's happening around us when it comes to technology in healthcare, because healthcare is what we do, healthcare is where we are. And you can imagine bringing the ideas that we used to bring 10 years ago may be very irrelevant today with the advancement of technology in different fields in the healthcare. The second reason is to be more strategic. More strategic. If you have this strategic vision to reach certain area or to achieve certain milestone, you need to consider in your changing environment what technology can bring and what changes can happen to the healthcare system where you are. And ignoring the changes that may happen may lead to have an impaired vision or an impaired strategic vision. So it is very important to understand the current landscape and what will happen tomorrow or what may happen tomorrow, and how are you ready with your strategy and plans in medical affairs. The third reason is to save time. In fact, utilizing the available technology applications today had significantly saved the time from many colleagues working in medical affairs. So, if we talk about literature or critical appraiser of scientific documents or searching databases to get some information or reference or citing certain references, all these applications used to take hours and hours from us in order to get a conclusion. But today, using the available applications of artificial intelligence and machine learning, we can even conclude in half an hour, and we can have a channel to communicate this like a PowerPoint presentation or a Word document or something like this in few seconds. Okay, so the technology, if you are not using it in order to reduce the administrative work in our jobs, I think you are missing big time, because it really can make you achieve a lot of milestones in no time. And it can help you to save your efforts and time for something more valuable like the customer facing engagements or like other innovative strategic approaches. So this is another very important point. Utilize the available technology applications in order to save time and make things efficient. Another important reason that you need to consider, we are in a very competitive world, and the learning technology today will give you a competitive edge and will make you stand out in the crowd. So if you understand, for example, terminologies like deep learning, what does it mean? If you understand what machine learning can do in healthcare and how it can impact our medical affairs strategies in the very near future, if you understand artificial intelligence and the robotic designs, how can they work and how can they impact healthcare diagnostics and treatment paradigms? If you understand just the idea of all these applications, you will definitely stand out in medical affairs, whether you are looking at your organization or across the industry. It is becoming mandatory today to understand this terminology, how they can be applied, and how we can plan strategically in order to meet the future expectations. These are all very important considerations when we approach learning more about healthcare technology. Well, there are more reasons. However, let me conclude with one final reason. It's about medical innovation. Again, technology evolution and the information revolution both have shaped the landscape of medical affairs in the pharmaceutical industry. And accordingly, we are living in a very new age, an age where technology is available everywhere and information is everywhere. You open the internet, any application, and you can find the information that you want. In this era, when we talk about medical affairs has to raise its standards in order to meet the level expected in the industry when it comes to medical innovation. And understanding the current landscape and the future perspective of healthcare technology will only help you in order to match these standards of medical innovation that are expected from us as medical affairs. If you look to medicine or to our molecules, they are much complicated than the molecules, than the simple small molecules that we use to support. If you look to our patients and about the patient journey, it's still very complicated compared to our understanding years ago. All these complexities needs us to have new ideas. Yes, to think out of the box, but to have new ideas that can match and be aligned with the standards of medical innovation around us. One today cannot be isolated, and understanding the basics of healthcare technology will enable you to be ready in order to bring the right ideas and impress everybody around you. Okay, so that's it for today. That's all what I wanted to share. Now, let me, because I promised you that we will have good news when it comes to what you want to learn and how do you learn. I think now we are living in this era again of technology and information. So I don't think that if you need to enhance your knowledge and information about certain topic, you don't need to travel for 6 months or even for 2 years, or you need to pay hundreds and thousands of dollars. You don't need all this. All the information is available at just a click away. My suggestion is that you focus on the basics, like watching this video, for example, or watching or reading an article or a blog post that is trusted, or a magazine or a report from the industry. That's all what you need now. We in medical affairs, we will not be computer science professionals. We are going probably to be users of the technology. And so we don't necessarily need to go into depth or details of each system and each application. We just need to know how to use it and where we can fit it in our work paradigms. So that's the good news, because we don't need to study. We don't need to spend hours understanding artificial intelligence or machine learning or natural language processing. We don't need all this. All what we need is to apply the concept in a simple way and find out how we can fit this concept in our strategic plan for the future. I hope you liked this session. Thank you very much, and meet you in the next session. And in the next episode, we will be talking about the future perspective of healthcare technology. Have a good day. See you soon.